Middle River, Maryland. And they're all marching to the beat and drum, the Pied Piper playing. And they're buying, they're selling, they're stopping exactly where I said that level should be sensitive. Or, and this is the truth of what it is, the market should break. And they're set to that level by algorithmic price level. It doesn't matter. All of a sudden, nobody wants to buy above that tick high. No one wants to sell below the tick when it's been dropping, right where we say it's going to go to. Isn't that odd? Isn't it odd? Okay, look at your level 2 data. There's the believer. But there's still orders above these levels. Why aren't they getting tagged? Because they're not part of the party, folks. They're not being invited. They're just left outside. The 501 Club, the people that are in the mix right now, they're in there. They're moving and shaking. They're in there. They have been ushered in to the hottest place right now. That's the volatility in the marketplace right now. They're in there. And you always have people that are outside waiting for somebody to get tired and go home. So they can allow them by fire code to let more people into the party. They're trying to usher in. Hey, look, bro. Please let me slip in. I'm at my quota. I can't let by in. Think about it like that. Why aren't these moves getting that 1/4 tick past it when there's 300 buyers? 300, 500, just beyond where we said it's going to go. And it says, can't come in. See, you've never went to the marketplace looking like that. You never investigated those things like that because the books never told you to think that. Just like when you go to school, they don't teach you how to be an entrepreneur. They don't teach you how to be your own business person and pay less taxes. Get paid to spend the money that you made through your business and then pay less in taxes than somebody that makes even more than you in a salaried job. You're going in ill-equipped, ill-informed, uneducated, and I'm raising my hand right now because that's exactly how I started too as a 20-year-old. In 1992, I absolutely had no idea what I was doing. Zero. And scared. And every time I went in and I was buying, I really didn't know what I was doing. I was very anxious. I could not afford to lose any money. And the times that I was wrong, I didn't understand how the market was going to come back and take the sell stops. I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to wait for this. Yeah. That was the finding my way actually through understanding the concept of a narrative. Because I was a perpetual fool. Not because that's better than anything else. Not because Larry Williams said so. Not because anybody else I was reading the book from said it's just the only way to make money to go wrong. Remember, I was trading commodities, grains, cattle, lean, live hogs. Think about it. Those markets are not just like straight up or straight down. They're all over the place. They have real supply and demand factors associated with them. Not like equities, not like index futures, not even like currencies. That's artificial. But the world's grocery store, commodities, they have a real value. They're always going to have value. They're never going to zero. Bitcoin can go to zero. Cattle prices will never go to zero. Everybody has their cheap trick. Okay? Sometimes it's big. But narrative tells you as the trader, is it really the right time to be buying when my bias is bullish? And narrative is the definition of how that time frame that you're looking at is going to deliver to whatever target you arrive at in your analysis. Case in point would be this. Let's assume for a moment you're bullish on NASDAQ. and you look at the weekly chart and you feel like, okay, it's going to go higher. And I think it's going to go up 600 to 700 handles from where it is at present. I'm not saying that's the case for right now. I'm saying hypothetical. Because I know you're probably listening to it on somebody else's YouTube. And there's no reference to time. Okay? So don't listen to this thinking I'm applying it to present market conditions at the time you're looking at it in the charts. It's a pattern. Hypothetically speaking, assume that you have several hundred handles that you think the NASDAQ is going to deliver to over the course of 1 or 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks of time. So you're going to submit yourself to 4 weeks of time for that target to be delivered to. There's a relative equal highs up there. There's a fair value gap, something other than balance. There's your reason for going up there. I think that's not the most important thing. The important thing is, now that you arrive at that bullish bias, how will every single daily candle paint? How will price book on the daily chart? Where will it open be? How will it close that day? How will it close between Monday and Friday? Where's the low from? How much can it move for that particular and still be bullish, but not deliver it all in one shot? See, these are all questions you have to have, kind of like a checklist. Now, I used to have a checklist. It used to be a long, like a pre-flight list of things I would worry about. And I shared it before. And you're going to ask for it right now. And I'm sure somebody that has collected everything I see has it and will probably share it. That's okay. Let them do it. It's fine. But it's as simple as this. Every session, that is the London Open, that is the Asian session, all of those Asian sessions have perspective. Also have their own time-based range, where there is what it's going to do in that segment of time. And they're like puzzle pieces. Think about it like this. Anyone that does jigsaws, and I love jigsaw puzzles. I'm a problem solver. I've always invested in puzzles, and I've collected jigsaw puzzles since I was a young guy. And the more pieces there are, the more I love it. And anybody that's ever done anything with jigsaw puzzle knows that you gather all the smooth edges, those pieces first. Doesn't that sound similar? Doesn't it have echoes to something I've already been teaching? Find out where it's smooth, okay? And then when you get all those smooth pieces, what are you doing? You're making the border. The furthest extreme of whatever that image is that makes that jigsaw puzzle is a patient. You build that border first, and then start working your way in. That's the secret to a jigsaw puzzle. You find all the border pieces first, and then work your way in. Well, when I teach you read price action, what do I tell you to look for? Smooth. Look where it's smooth in price, because that's where it's going to disrupt it. And here's the wonderful thing. That occurs every session. Every session. But you're looking at it just for the daily range on a 15-minute time frame, or you're looking at it from low to high, only one pool of liquidity. It's all that's going on right now. It's only going to reach for this one. And that's fine in the beginning. It's absolutely fine. That's the proper way of going through it. But if you stay there and you stagnate that perspective only, looking for whatever your closest buy side at 9:30,